Hi, today I'm in New Forest in southern England, one of the most beautiful forests in Britain. It's a very large area of miles and miles of not only forest but also heathland, bogs, different habitats, old oaks and conifers, and also clearings. Some places densely growing with trees, some like here just sparsely planted with trees, and wonderful habitat for mushrooms. And there's actually a lot of controversy about collecting mushrooms in the New Forest. In 2016, collecting mushrooms here was banned. Also, foraging walks are heavily licensed and controlled here. I'm not sure how it is at this moment, but someone told me that very small amounts of mushrooms can be collected in some parts. But I think it's outrageous that managers of forests in Britain limit collecting of mushrooms. I'm an ethnomycologist from Poland, and in Poland we collect a lot of mushrooms, and woods are just so full of mushrooms around cities, and no one restricts collecting them. And really what we see as mushrooms is only fruiting bodies. It's a very small part of mycelia, so collecting, there are studies showing that collecting mushrooms even in larger quantities does not destroy the species. So I think it's really silly from the side of British land managers to restrict this beautiful activity, and it's more like a prejudice, more like just not wanting people to have free food and developing mushroom collecting in Britain. We should promote collecting mushrooms in Britain. It's a wonderful activity. I think more and more people in this country should do it. And I think mycologists from all over the world should be writing protest letters to Forestry Commission, to other organizations like National Trust, other maybe private owners, to let people into the woods, to let people interact with the woods. The story goes that New Forest is so completely overrun by tourists and mushroom pickers, but actually we walked the New Forest today all day. All the people we saw were people only cycling. We found some traces of mushroom foraging, but not many, and actually we haven't met a single mushroom forager on our walk today. So it's like 100th of the population density of foragers that you have in Poland. In Poland, in every wood you will have people walking with baskets. It's crazy what prejudice there is in Britain. Like, I have a feeling that it's such a capitalist and class society that is terrified of actually people getting things for free, just taking and eating them. It's crazy. And one more thing, me and two British foragers wrote a paper to the journal Sustainability about what actually foragers gather in Britain, who they are, what kind of species they gather most commonly, and also we wrote a lot about all these controversies. So I'll give you a link in the text for this video, maybe even here on the screen, so that you can find the paper.